Chucky, and today is Dad's birthday. Just kidding. I thought it was mine for a second. It all started when the door closed, and I immediately sensed something was different, like suspiciously happy. Then the humans started arriving, one by one, and then, all at once, Dad was there. Mom, aunties, uncles, grandma, cousins, basically everyone I know, and some I don't even remember seeing before. Of course, I did my job as the official house greeter. I welcomed each and every one of them personally, no exceptions. I made sure to check faces, sniff approvals, and confirm if they belonged here. But nobody was sitting down yet, so I just started pacing around the house like I was supervising everything. Left side of the room, check. Right side, check. Kitchen area, suspicious, but acceptable. I wasn't confused. I was simply doing quality control. Honestly, I think they all came for me, but I let Dad take the spotlight today. I'm generous like that. After a while, everyone finally sat down. The party was starting to feel serious. I was already thinking about food. So, I did what any normal dog would do. I tried to ask politely. I stared. I waited. I gave my best I am hungry face. But nobody understood my message. Not even a single response. Completely ignored. Emotional damage. So I had no choice. I went to Mom. Mom understands me. Mom always understands me. I did my second approach, the emotional begging strategy, and it worked. Mom finally gave me food from her plate. Finally, someone with intelligence. But then, I noticed something. Dad was not happy. He looked at me like I committed a serious crime. Just because I ate peacefully, I don't understand the problem. I was simply participating in the meal. Mom finished eating, but I was still hungry. Like, still very hungry. Next thing I knew, everyone moved to the living room. And suddenly, there was loud singing everywhere. They called it video. I call it unnecessary noise. I sat beside my auntie because she is my favorite human. She is very kind. She always cuddles me and even takes pictures with me like I'm some kind of celebrity. Honestly, I don't disagree. Then my cousins kept coming closer, one by one, like I was the main event. They sat beside me, talked to me, and acted like they understood everything I was thinking. I just nodded to be polite. Even though I don't understand a single word, I appreciated the attention. At this point, I wasn't just part of the family. I was basically the host of the party. While everyone was singing at the video, I was just enjoying my time with my people. I sat there like I understood everything they were saying. We were basically having full conversations. Even though I didn't say a single word, they kept talking to me, and I kept pretending I understood. It felt like we were all on the same level. My cousins were always beside me, touching me, hugging me, and acting like I was one of them. And honestly, I didn't mind it. I kind of liked it. I love being with them like this, even if I'm not really sure what's going on. But in this moment, I felt like I belonged. Then something interesting happened. I introduced my auntie to a new game I really enjoy. I thought she would play with me because she was sitting right beside me the whole time. In my mind, that means automatic teammates. So I kept showing her how to play, like very confidently. But she didn't want to join. I was confused because I was having a great time, so I assumed she was too. So I tried again, a little more insistently this time. That's when things escalated. Mom called Dad, and Dad told me to stop and behave. He said I shouldn't disturb my auntie or disrespect her space. So suddenly, my attention got redirected. Mom gently pulled me away and told me to calm down. Everyone was talking at once, and I just stood there trying to understand what I did wrong. I didn't mean to cause trouble. I just thought we were playing together. But I guess not everyone enjoys my game the way I do. Sorry, Auntie, if I was too stubborn. I really thought we were having fun together. I'll try to understand better next time, even if I still think my game is amazing. But in the end, I guess that's what family is for, guiding me when I get too excited. After that, I didn't want Mom to get upset with me again because of my behavior. I could tell she was already trying to calm everything down, so I decided maybe I should just relax for a bit. I stopped trying to play my game. I just quietly stepped aside and started entertaining myself with something else instead. But even after I calmed down, one problem still remained. I was still hungry, like seriously hungry. I felt like what Mom gave me earlier was not enough. So I started observing again. I looked around the room, slowly, carefully, checking if anyone was eating, and then I saw it. My older cousin was eating again. That was my opportunity. So I activated my second strategy, the polite begging mode. I slowly approached him, acting very calm, very respectful because I didn't want to get rejected again. This time, I made sure to look extra innocent. I even positioned myself closer, just in case he said no, I could still try again. This time, I made sure to look extra innocent. I even positioned myself closer, just in case he said no, I could still try again. He seemed cool, so I thought, this one might work. So I went closer, step by step, hoping he would understand my silent request. Because at this point, I was not just hungry, I was committed. At this point, I made my final decision. I didn't wait anymore. Even though Mom was right there, I went for it anyway, because the hunger was stronger than my fear. So I slowly walked closer, step by step. Then I made my move. I jumped up on the sofa, right into the danger zone. I knew it was risky. I knew Mom would notice, but I told myself, just act normal, Chucky, act normal. So I tried to blend in, like I was part of the group again, but deep inside, I already knew I was definitely going to get caught. At first, I thought Mom didn't notice me. I was trying to act normal, like I belonged on the sofa. But turns out, she was watching the whole time, silently observing my every move. And then, I got caught. She got upset and said, I was being disrespectful. Something about not going near other people's plates. I didn't fully understand, but I could feel the seriousness. She called me out and told me to stop. But honestly, I was too focused on the food mission, so I didn't listen right away. That's when things escalated. Mom called Dad, and suddenly, it became a full intervention. Now it wasn't just mom anymore. It was official discipline time. Then I noticed mom and dad were already upset. Especially dad. It was his birthday, so I finally stopped being stubborn. I just calmed down and listened because I didn't want to stress them anymore. I stayed quiet and behaved, at least for now.